Hello, good evening my dear friends. I'm here Hina Atif with the channel Rise and Shine. Today I'm here with you and I just thought to discuss about the kind of people we are living with who keep on underrating you and underestimating you and humiliating you, but they don't ever find faults in themselves, just keep finding and sorting out faults in you. Who are these people actually called? These people are actually called the narcissistic. A narcissistic delusion of grandiositis not merely encompasses this kind of habitual underestimating and self-superiority, but it might go further than this. Narcissistic personality disorder is actually a mental health condition in which people have unreasonably high sense of their importance and or some sort of superiority complex. They need and seek too much attention and want people to admire them, inspire them, exalt them. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or even care about the feelings of others, and they become habitual of humiliating and undervaluing others with their words, deeds, and actions. The narcissistic commonly develop as a result of the narcissistic abuse. The significant stress you face can trigger persistent feelings of worry, nervousness, and fear, even panic attacks of some others, especially when you never know how to expect or behave next time you confront the narcissistic personalities. Now, what is the root cause, first of all, of this narcissism? When an outward show of superiority is a definite part of a narcissistic personality, a sense of superiority or pursuit of it is not the central factor about the disorder. So the root of the narcissistic personality disorder must be sought out. It can be a strict resistance to feeling vulnerable at any time of their life. When narcissistic rage are angry, they rage with screaming, yelling, and even harming others physically. Common narcissistic traits include having a strong sense of self-importance, experiencing fantasies about their fame, glory, and exaltation, exaggerating self-abilities, carrying admiration, mostly of craving self-admiration, mostly exploiting others, and simply accordingly lacking empathy. How are these narcissistic personality created? Social learning theory emphasizes that the children were likely to grow up as narcissistic when their parents or family or friends overvalue them. Men are most likely to be considered narcissistic as compared to the women, according to the psychological bulletin research done by WHO. Narcissism tends to emerge as a psychological defense in response to excessive level of parental or your life spouse criticism, abuse, or neglect in early life also. They might also have suffered an extreme emotional injury at some stage of life, overwhelming shame. Childhood maltreatment are also associated by bringing up such a narcissistic person among you. Now the question arises that what are the steps to be taken to save yourself from these sort of narcissistic personalities, their anger or rage? Firstly, distance yourself physically as much as you can. Establish your boundaries and stick hard to them. Stay calm when confronting their aggression or rage, because if you react they'll literally harm or hurt you physically even, don't raise your voice before them, because their rage flares up when you are speaking above your pitch. Remember and focus just one thing. This is not about you, it's about them. So their aggression is controllable. It's you who's dwelling with them, and it's you who has to survive with them and to treat them in their. If narcissistic rage is picked a bit, they flare up with anger by agreeing with their viewpoints, even if they aren't realistic or true. Victims of narcissistic abuse tends to blame themselves for the rage given by the narcissistic personality. This is because they urge or force you to that edge that you have to accept this at any cost. The treatment of the misbehaving narcissistic personality disorder is psychotherapy, professional counseling, and counseling of those who are dwelling with them, with their friends, with their colleagues, with their life partners, with their family. Honestly speaking, my dear friends, there is actually no cure for this narcissistic personality disorder, but self-therapy, self-awareness, and dealing with empathy with such people might help to a great extent. Narcissistic personality disorder is a psychological disorder, so it definitely needs professional treatment. Narcissistic personalities can change if they are ready to accept their personality disorder. They are aware of their accountability and willing to reflect and focus and work on their negative behaviors. Because if you hold on to the hurt and anger with the narcissist in front of a kid, the kid will become obviously a narcissistic parent. And this narcissistic parent will use his kids as puppets, love bombs, tone puppets, and abandon them as their only hope, a one who can act simply as they want to. So my dear, it's a cycle that keeps on continuing and continuing. So it's us, the society, who has to and bring a full stop or a pause to this narcissistic rage. Because after all, we all are humans and they are also humans. They just need some empathy towards them, and they need a friendly hand to take care of them, towards them, and to understand them. So it's all about psychologically how you handle them, treat them. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you soon again with a nice and I think more attractive topic than today's one. Goodbye, my dear friends.